Hello everybody. So today I'm going to try the Cowboy candy or candied jalapenos. I'm going to try and can these. I'm not sure if I'm going to do pressure canning or if I'm going to do water bath canning, but I'm going to try. Here's my recipe. Well, not my recipe. I got this recipe off of foodiewithfamily.com. Rebecca is the author, and yeah, this is it. You could probably go and get a better view of it. But right now I'm just cutting up the 3 pounds of the jalapenos. I've already washed them. I've already started cutting. But this is how I cut up mine. We don't like a lot of the seeds, so I cut, and then I cut a circle around the rim, and then I cut each, I don't know what you call those things, but on the inside here and here, just to loosen those seeds up. And then I just pull the whole thing out, and that's how it goes. So yeah, it's like an easier way to get the seeds out. And then I don't usually cut it all like that, just up until this part. Excuse me, the jalapenos are kind of getting to me, but this is what I have so far. And yeah, I'm gonna keep, and this is what I have left. I do have some banana peppers in there, and some I believe those are banana peppers, but I think they're just a little bit too ripe. I'm just probably going to throw in there for a little bit of color just because I have them and I don't want them to go to waste. They're from my garden. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So let me get to cutting these and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, I have the brine or the sugar, the syrup that goes with the candied jalapenos coming to a boil. That's what the instructions say. Let me focus on the instructions. So it says to simmer for 5 minutes after it comes from a boil, and then raise the heat to a boiling again, and then add the pepper slices. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm still simmering it without the jalapenos in it, but just an FYI, this comes to a boil quickly and rises, kind of like when you're doing milk, so you need to keep an eye on it. As soon as I turned off the video and went back to it, it was already, you can see it right here, it was already that high, and I was like, ooh, I need to reduce that really quick. So I'm gonna let this boil for 5 minutes like the instructions say, and then I will be back, and I'll add the peppers and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm raising the heat to a boil again, and with a gloved hand I am going to be grabbing some of these and putting them into the other pot. I'm not sure if all of these are going to fit in this little pot, but it's what I've got. I might have to transfer it to here, or maybe, I'm not sure yet, but this is what I'm doing. I'm sorry my camera's so close. I'm actually on an iPad, and this is as far as it will go. I am not this close to the pot, but this is arm's distance. That's as far as I can get to show you guys. So let me do this, and then I will be right back. Okay, so now I've already put all the peppers in the jars. This is actually all that this recipe made. She even says it in the recipe to double it, triple it, because it doesn't really make a lot. I just wanted to try this recipe. This is the first time I'm ever doing it. Right now, it's just the jalapeno peppers in there, because in the directions, she says to boil just the sweet juice for a rolling hard boil for 6 minutes. So that's what I'm doing now. So after that, I'm going to water bath can them just in my regular stock pot. These should, well, I might have to do 2 batches, but these should fit. I'm going to put a cloth at the bottom, just a tea towel at the bottom, and just water bath can these. I believe for these ones, I'm double checking, for these little jars, because these are quarter jars, that I'm going to have to do these for 10 minutes for my altitude, which I'm about 2,900. I'm like 29.9 something, almost 3. So it always adds extra 5 minutes where I'm at. But for these little jars, I think it's only going to be 10 minutes, but I'm going to verify that and let you guys know. Alright, I'll be back after the 4 more minutes now. Thanks. Okay, I have them in the water bath, well, my stock pot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on, and I'm going to count it for 10 minutes. The recommendation for the 4-ounce jar says 10 minutes, but I am at a different elevation. I don't know if that matters with water bath canning. I'm normally pressure canning, so I'm a little confused about that one. This is actually my first time water bath canning, so I'm just going to go for 15 minutes and hopefully everything's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on, and I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes, and then I'll take them, I'll let them rest. I know you're supposed to let them rest for 5 minutes, and then I will, you know, go again, because I actually have these, which one didn't fit, and then this is just the juice, which on her website says that you can maybe rub on meat or use it for pretty much anything you want. So I have leftover juice that I'm probably going to give to my brother because he barbecues a lot, and see if he likes it. So that's what's next. But again, I'm going to go ahead and put these on for 15 minutes, and then I will be back. Okay, one more thing while I'm waiting for it to process is I want you to always double check your lids and rings, because this is actually Roscoe, move. This is actually right off of a brand new jar and container, or lid and jar set, and if you notice, that right there could cause the ring not to seal, or the top not to seal. And like I said, this is a brand new, I've never used this, and I didn't notice this when I bought it. I usually double check, but I was so excited just to get jars, especially right now. I didn't really look, but yeah, that will definitely hinder. Sorry, it's like I'm like so far away, but it looks so close. That will, I mean, it's even lifted right there if you can tell. So this one is a non-usable ring. Luckily I have extras, so this one will either be craft or trash, recyclable though. So I just wanted you guys to look at that and make sure your rings and your lids and your jars, even check the rim, fill it with your finger of your jars, because think about it, this was in packaging, that could have hit the jar. I did check my jars. That could have hit the jar and actually dented or cracked or chipped the actual jar too. So, oh, and there's a timer, so I am actually going to stop right here and turn off the fire. Okay guys, they are out of the water bath. I did for 15 minutes, and then I let them rest in the water with the heat off for about 10 minutes because I had to go do something real quick with my dog. And they look really good. A few of them already popped. But here's another thing I was going to show you guys. I got some pork, picnic pork roast, and the leftover from the juice of this that I couldn't get in the other jars, I actually poured in there. So I'm thinking that might be delicious. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I was also going to put some chicken broth in there. And I do pressure can my chicken broth because I have 3 dogs, and I usually buy chicken on sale, and I cook them some chicken, and I usually always keep the broth because we use it for soups, stews, pork roasts, and things like that. So I'm thinking that little bit of spice and that sweetness might be really good. So there's something else that you might be able to do with this juice. But again, they are done, and I have the other ones in a bigger pot. I just have to find a lid. The reason why I don't use this one a lot is, if you noticed, it's been through a lot. It's missing the handle. It's actually really bent. I don't know if you can see that right there. And the lid is no longer around. It shattered, broke, and we got rid of it. But it is one of my biggest pots I have, and I usually cook a lot of stuff in here, like my soups and stuff. So I keep it, but I really do need to invest in a bigger pan. That is something I need to do. If I don't get a water bath canner slash, you know, pan, then I might just get a taller pan. And another thing I don't really like is using the towel inside. I'm definitely gonna have to find a rack if I continue to use a saucepan or a sauce or you know, a stock pan. There we go. So that's my way of doing the Cowboy candy or candied jalapenos. And again, the person who ooh, it's sticky. Sorry. It is, the website is foodiewithfamily.com, and it is Rebecca who is the author. And here is the recipe again. I might take a picture for you guys, but if you wanted to look at it, or you can always go there and then just put in candied jalapenos, and it should pop up. And you know what, instead of just going to the recipe, you might want to read what she says, because it's kind of funny. And that's the reason why I picked this one, because she was just so funny in it. But here's the other side. Again, I added 15 minutes because I'm at a higher altitude. I don't know if you need to do that with water bath canning. That is something that's up in the air with me. Oh, there goes another can. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if you know. But yep, that's it. That's the recipe I followed. I did taste one, and it was very sweet at first, and then it burned me. So these are pretty hot, but in the notes she said that they do get better as they sit. For I think she wants you to make it sit for like 4 weeks. Yeah. Allowed to mellow at least 2 weeks, but preferably a month before eating. But again, or don't, I won't tell. So yeah, if you guys can, or even if you just want to look at what she wrote, it's pretty cute. Go to foodiewithfamily.com and click on candied jalapenos, and there it is. All right, thanks guys.